before you take the call with the thing, I have one doubt. Could you hear me?
Right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is because due to unavoidable reasons that I couldn't take the OPP one. And now that
Right.
people are talking about the reschedule of the thing out happening coming Saturday, is it possible that
No.
I
The
could?
rescheduling only happens for people who face technical difficulties, not for all. So you'll have to wait out for OPP2.
Okay, and the second thing is like I saw just realized that I don't know whether when I actually loaded my week six thing, I didn't realize because I saw only the graded assignment. Somehow I didn't know that the GRP was there, but now that the things of scores are out, I see they have put a GRPA 6 absent for all the GRPAs in the week six. The rest of it, I have very good score. So what will be the case here? Will I be eligible to write OPP two at least now?
Look, for GRPS, it marked you absent. Did you submit it?
No, no, that's what I don't know. Like because I'm wondering like how I missed it because I attended the graded assignment, but
Mhm.
I that time I didn't see this session there because they are not there. They actually call collection and all this thing. Somehow I missed it on the this thing because I
Right.
had to do my assignment in the last date. But now that the scores are out for, I mean, they have updated the dashboard. I see that I have for the score for the graded assignment has come, but for the GAs all the 11 ones for the week six it says absent.
Mhm.
So what will be the criteria now? That but my scores are above 40 in all the rest of the cases and all the previous one. I have very good scores. So will I be
You
allowed
will,
to
yeah,
write
you
the
will be
OPP
allowed.
two?
Yes, you will be allowed. Don't worry.
But in the grading document they say given the class they
Yeah, I
say
know,
that
I know, I know. It happened with me during my Java OPP also. I missed one of the OPPs, one of the GRPS. So that's not an issue.
oh I'll be eligible. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you'll
So
be
but I
eligible.
cannot write the OPP one.
No, you cannot try the OPP one.
Only I have to wait for the OPP two. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay, so I'll just
Sir,
quickly
I
confirm with the
shared
TR
the
now. Hmm?
message in the chat section. Which,
Okay. Yes, I saw it. Yes.
okay, sir.
Okay, yes. So that form is real, and you guys can fill it up if you guys want a re-examination. Okay, and I'll be like I'll tag that form in Discourse also, just so that people can find it much more easily. Okay, and I'll instruct them to send an email also to all of the students. Is that fine? But to the people who have that form and are willing to fill it up, please go ahead and fill it up. Okay.
So who are interested, so they can. Uh,
Yes, it's not a compulsory thing, but
okay.
if you want to do that, you can go ahead and do that. I have pinned the
Oh,
form here in Google Chats. Yes,
okay.
Vicky.
Sir, could you please confirm the date for the OPP2?
OPP2. Okay, one
Yes.
moment.
And the exact syllabus of the OPP2?
OPP2 syllabus is going to be everything, the whole all the weeks.
Uh,
Okay. And the
I think
date?
OPP two is
Could you
scheduled on
confirm?
now December 14th if I'm right.
Yeah, wait. I'm just quickly opening the grading document. Yes, December. It's in
OPP2 is
December
on 23rd
23rd of November, right?
November. Yes.
Yes.
And the
OPP2.
syllabus for this is going to be 1 and 8, 1 to 8,
Hello?
as per the
So
instructor.
23rd November is quiz 2.
Quiz 2.
Quiz
Yes,
23rd
two.
November
Condition
is
OPP2.
number
quiz
is
2.
2.
Just wait one second. Let me quickly open up the. It should be 14 December. Let me quickly open up the grading document. Okay, just give me 1 second. Grading document. Everything is written in the grading document in great detail. Just give me 1 second. I'm opening that up. Yes, OPP2 is on 14 December. And your quiz 2 is going to be on 23rd of November. Okay.
It is only for November 8th, this form. November 8th
Yeah,
exam,
that is for November
OTT
8th for exam. If
only.
you have some kind of
Because
difficulty with that exam, then
I've
only.
written on 9th, so
So then
can
you
I
won't be
apply?
eligible for it.
Okay.
So only people who had technical difficulties. If you do not have any technical difficulties, then you are not eligible for that.
But that message that time also came, but I just I'm not. It's
Yeah,
asking the exceeded messages every time when you're
you don't have
switching
to worry
the.
about that. But as long as you did not face any technical issue, please don't fill up that form. If you have to
Okay.
face technical issue, fill up that form. You will be
Okay.
your case will be evaluated, and you will be able to give
Okay.
re-exam.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Sir, is this only for those who are giving the examination in 8th November?
yes, for 8th November it is. And also look, if you faced extreme technical difficulty for 9th November also, please go ahead and fill that form. But only if
Yes,
you
sir.
face technical difficulty.
Sir, I could not use Python tutor actually due to that fear. So
Okay, yeah, you
Yes.
please go ahead and explain your case and then fill up that form in there.
so to explain to whom, sir?
There should be a option in there, right? Wait, let me open that form up.
No, sir, there is no option, just willingness to take the exam.
Okay, wait 1 second. I'm opening up that form. Okay.
And when they're scheduling the exam,
Okay. I'm not in the team who schedules the exam actually, but I'm trying to fill up that. Okay. Yeah, looks like there is no place for you to do that. If you're absent for the exam, you will be marked. Yeah, okay.
Sir, I
Look,
am
they are
giving
not.
the exam on
Yeah, this is
9th
for.
November. So,
Yes, this is for only 8th. This is for only 8th. So only people on 8th November can fill up this form. Okay. People of 9th November are unable to fill up this form. They should not fill up this form.
But sir, I faced the technical difficulty like this. This is a bug, now it is warning, issuing warnings.
yes, sir. Sir, why we are not allowed?
It is I don't have an answer for that, but what I can say you is that look, if you want to fill up that form, you can fill up that form, but there is no negative, there's nothing wrong if you fill up that form, like you won't gonna get a negative penalty for that. So if you really want to fill up that form, go ahead and fill up that form. And if you had technical difficulty for 9th November, please make sure to chat support as soon as possible.
Can I say something?
Yes.
So when we are switching the tab for the Python tutor, I have switched the tab for 31 times, so there is
Yes.
no issue. I informed the proctor
Yeah,
also that
there
it
is no issue.
So I got these marks are given to me, but my main concern is whenever I am putting the code in the Python tutor and after the exam I am putting the code in other ID, so
Yes.
it was showing the same correct answer, but in the portal of the examination it was not passing the full test cases. So I have the issue in that because my code is 100% right.
Look,
And
if your test cases did not pass, then it means that your code has some kind of issues.
no, but how it is passing in other tutor, other ID, other
Because you
important.
don't have all the private test cases there. That's why.
No, but still, like my see, it was a simple question that to give the what is a palindrome of a this thing even length, and if odd length, if it is not a palindrome even length, it is a simple question. And in the Python tutor which you have given the access to us, that in we can switch the tab in between, that it is showing the same answer which is in expected output. But when I'm putting the code inside there should be some problem in your in the test cases or something is there, because everyone everywhere it should be not giving the wrong answer, even though I have copied the your cases test sample test cases, and then I have put it inside the your Python tutor and it was passing the all the cases. Then what is the problem? I also want to know where are the test cases which is not getting passed. I also want to know what is the problem in
So
that.
did your public cases pass?
Yes, all the public cases passed.
And your private case did not pass?
Not.
Okay. Yeah, so it happens sometimes that there are some kind of lacking in the code, and that is the only reason the private cases doesn't pass. So yeah, so I asked them before also to make the private cases public, but they are not going to make the public cases private.
So some some edge cases are there
public, yes.
in private
There has to
There should be a solution for this. If we are writing some code, right, and some private cases are not passing and public cases are passing, it means that we know the code how to write, and they should give some weightage to that. There should be
you will
something.
definitely
Otherwise,
be getting partial marking for that, right? You won't be completely getting a 0 in that course, in that code. You'll be getting partial marking.
No, no. My question is, when I have compared my code with your code, you are simply put it if else condition. I have like you have put it two or three more conditions. I have put it in a single condition. With whatever simple it is asking, I have used simple if else, if and elif, and the IIT code has used if and else. So there is not much difference. I have checked the code myself also. That this it is like your code was little bit lengthier. My code was very shorter. It is not much of
You
difference.
can go ahead and fill the form in that case and
Yeah, just
try
fill
to
it up.
write. Yeah.
No, because no, because my it will not allow me, because it is showing me that I am forbidden from filling up the form because I have taken the exam on 9th.
Okay, yes, for 9th you will not be allowed, right? But look, if there are issues in test cases, then it is like 99% of the cases that I am telling you happens is they don't change the marks. It means there is some kind of lacking, and they don't really change the marks in that particular case.
No, no,
But if
but
the
see,
test case was itself wrong, then they usually change the mark.
no, no. My main concern is I passed the OPP, but I want like my marks to be awarded to me.
But there is definitely some kind of lacking in your code. Then only your private cases did not pass, right?
I don't know, but like I have faced this problem, like public test cases are passing and the private test cases like it is.
Okay, let me know. Has it happened to the other people? Can you please let me know if it happened to other people also? Please let me know. If the same question, like, a bunch of you have the same issue, then I will definitely raise it with the instructor.
S- Sir, sir, actually, I informed the proctor also, but I didn't get the solution for this. My
Solution
problem,
for
like
what?
Python tutor, was I was like clicking on Python tutor and it was issuing warnings. So I
Yeah, it
thought
will
that,
issue warnings. It is designed in that way that it will issue warnings. So you don't
but
have to
sir,
worry about that.
so one can switch to any tab also, sir.
No, your screen is being shared, right? So if you
Okay.
switch to a tab and search on
But
ChatGPT,
sir,
then
I
you will be.
didn't know na, that it would not like I would not be penalized. So I
It
thought I
just
would be
means that
penalized.
did you go through the STC, that's like, the compatibility test. In the
Yes, sir.
compatibility test, you had the same exact portal.
Yes, sir. Sir, I went through, but I asked the proctor also, but the proctor was not able to resolve.
So what did you do? Did you just not give the exam or what?
No, no, I gave the exam, sir. Due to my efficiency was affected due to not using
Okay,
Python tutor actually.
right. Right. Yeah, in that case, like, look, the now in OPP2 you have, like, you have to use that Python tutor. When I was doing those questions, I did not use Python tutor at all. I just did it myself. But yeah, if you
Okay.
want to use it, then you can just switch it. That's not an issue. It won't be penalized. You won't be penalized for that.
Yeah, yes. So what is the concept of OPP and OP2? Both are mandatory.
Both on, yeah, according to me, I take it as mandatory. It's there is no use in, like, skipping one, because you will get bonus marks. If you want to get a good score in this Python, make sure to take both the OPPs.
Okay. So, sir,
Uh,
I cannot fill up the form because it is showing only on 8th November those who gave the paper are eligible to fill.
Look, just go ahead and fill the form.
Okay.
There's
But
nothing stopping you from filling it, right?
it is forbidden for 8th November, na? It will not allow.
Let them not allow, but there's no one stopping you from filling up the form, right?
Okay.
Uh, yeah, hi. This is regarding, as I
Yes,
mentioned, like because now that you said that you did go through, you are going through the grading document. I do see that from the previous semester to this semester, they actually have made the thing that for every GRPA that the score should be above 40 percent. So,
Yes.
and when I actually after talking to you, I again visited the grading document where they say to write the end term exam. I mean, could you also please go through that, because they say
Yes,
uh,
I went through it.
SET and the GRPS from 5 to 8 and
Yes.
the average of 5 to 7. So if I'm absent in sync, what will be the case here?
Look, I'll tell you. So I can tell you what happened with me. Okay, so I had, like, for example, this term I had OPP and I missed, like, 1 week of, like, the GRPA. I just missed it. Not just one GRPA. I missed all of the GRPAs in that particular week. But OPP 1 was still scheduled for me. So in practicality, I've seen that it usually gets scheduled. but it's definitely recommended that you do not take that chance.
Yeah. Because I think they have introduced this system only from
Yeah,
the
this is
semester
a new
one, right?
system. Yes, this is done in order to make sure that people are actually not just giving the OPPs blindly.
But at the same time, I don't know whether but now that I could see that many of the people here also I think would be working. Given that thing that when we started, we actually started the program saying that the program is flexible enough that where people working also can actually do the program along with the work and so on and so forth. But now that
This
this
is
kind
not
of
flexible at all for us. This is
yeah, but
not
it's
at all
getting rigid.
flexible.
Rather, yeah, being flexible, we see it's getting rigid.
Yeah, it is
That's what I
slowly
could see
getting
because
rigid. The main reason for that, I'll tell you, is because as we have seen in Python course, right, only around 20% of the people ended up passing the OPPs, and 80% of the people did not pass OPPs. For other courses like Java and all, the pass percentage is literally falling to 10 to 12%, and the main reason for that is people are not doing GRPS. So essentially, if you really want to pass the course and get a feasible enough mark, you have to do the GRPS, or else you will not gonna pass the you're not gonna pass the course by any means, right? And that is the reason why they decrease bonus marks also.
See, I am not blaming the part. The given the thing that we have actually, for example, once the session starts, every week we have deadline that we are paying. That's not an issue. But given
Yes.
this average thing is actually focused on. Initially, it was 40%, 40 out of 100 average for all the GRPS. Average was there. But now that making for every week, that as I mentioned, now that I have missed it, you say that it will be scheduled. But I don't. I am still worried whether because given that I also missed the OPP one also here. Now it's
Hmm.
getting crucial for me. Now that if they whether it's going to be scheduled or not is a question now. And
No, no,
now
you
that
don't have to worry about it. It will be scheduled. There is a very high chance that it will be scheduled. At least for me, it got scheduled. For my roommates also, it got scheduled. So you don't have to worry
I,
about that.
I keep my finger crossed. And second part is like given that you said about OPP two thing, now, I do see that actually I'm having a flash on the date for the OPP two again with my other meeting. So can I actually in advance request the people to schedule it for some other day for me?
You can definitely send an email to support, but scheduling a whole OPP for just one person is extremely hard because you have to arrange the whole proctor team and everything. So you can just email them and it will be based on the availability of the proctor team and what the administrative team decides.
Okay, okay. So I should.
Because we as teaching assistants and instructors, we don't have any say in that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and now the third part is I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not going to take much time from all of you.
It's
The
fine.
third thing is like what I see is like last end term, as I
Hmm.
could even I actually put it on the discourse also. In the last end term, that I actually got a question paper itself as a wrong question paper, which I also brought to the notice of the office, the what do you call the real support. But I
Hmm.
don't know whether from is he or she is a student who actually revert to me that for that question. It was bit till now it's not clear to me like what they want to convey to me. But what I see is like when it comes for the question, always from the beginning I could see it is always QTF2 for me. That is that. But for the last term, end term, it was a different serial number altogether. It was an improvement paper that was scheduled.
Okay. So you basically ended up,
But when I
but
wrote,
where do you given the same subject?
sorry.
Were you given the same subject? Like, did you have the same course?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From the beginning, I always see my question paper or the whenever I'm getting allotted of the exam, I
Hmm.
also say QDFT being my paper. But last time, especially for the end term, till before that, nothing was wrong. Only for the end term, I see that it's a totally different serial number. But after I think when they release the keys for the all the thing they release after the end term, I saw that this particular serial number is attached to the improvement exam,
Hmm. Okay.
which is not my case. When I write to them and they actually reverted saying that no this is not the case and so on. And as I mentioned that I don't know whether it is a senior student who is actually taking care of replying to this or from the office they have
That
replied
is
to me.
from the administrative department.
Okay, but it is not. I mean, till now I'm not sure. Like, and again in this semester I could see the same QDFT F2 has come to me back
Hmm. So
only
what's
for
the
the
issue?
end
Like
of
you,
last
you got a question paper that is same as your subject, right? So there should not be any issues, right?
Yeah, but how it's an improvement paper and how actually it's getting to me. That's what is something. The
Look,
improvement paper and the regular paper are same.
there is no guarantee that you'll be given a particular set. You can be given any set from a bunch of sets. That is done in random.
Is it so?
Yeah, it's not like all of the people gets the same QDF. It's literally done in random.
I don't know whether my friends here like do they have different I don't know, even because you said that you are also in the part of the course.
Yes.
Do you actually get different serial numbers? I mean, when you go through your
Yes.
hall ticket,
Every
do you
single
get
time. Every single time my QDF is different.
interesting? Oh, I don't know, because from the beginning I thought it's the same thing which is getting
No,
allotted.
no. I got QDF 2 once, QDF 3, then QDF 1, then it shifted to QF something. Yeah, it shifts. It's not constant.
It keeps changing. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me
Sometimes
too.
I don't even get a QDF. Sometimes I got ET, something like that. So it's not same.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Because I thought actually it's connected to the registration number and so on. That is how they are actually allocating the paper.
No. It's done in random. Okay.
So,
Any other
and
doubts, guys?
should I actually
Yes.
should I write to the support regarding my absence of the GRPS, or is it fine?
I don't have to write about the absence of GRPS because they will tell you that your OPP will not be scheduled. They will tell you very, very strictly that it will not be scheduled. But it will be scheduled
Okay.
as far as I know.
Okay. Thank
As
you.
per as until now.
Huh.
If something changes tomorrow, then you might not be scheduled. But up until the knowledge that I have till now, it should be scheduled.
Oh no. Okay. Thank you. Let me wait for that. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, but have good hope because in 90% of the cases it should be scheduled. They're not yet implementing it very
Okay.
strictly.
Okay. Thank you. That's a good news for me. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, go ahead. Great. Okay, any other doubts, guys?
So in the OPP2, like it will be like same, like we have to score minimum 40, then only the marks will be calculated, or how it will be?
Yeah, definitely. Marks are only calculated on the basis of how many questions you have solved.
No. Like in the if we have to pass the OPP, then we have to score minimum 40, correct?
Yes.
But in OPP2, suppose I got a 80 in OPP1, and in OPP2 I got only 20. So OPP marks, that 20 will be considered into the total marks, or I have to score minimum of 40 only
You
to
have to
be
score minimum of 40.
in both. Then only the marks will be clubbed together as a
Ye-
bonus, or
Yeah, I think that should be the case. But what I can tell you is that in previous term, what happened? They they just made something like you need to solve one question, and if you get it correct, you'll pass it. They made some kind of criteria like that. So, but that criteria keeps on changing based on how many students passed in the OPP. So you'll have to wait for that final instruction.
okay.
If we fail one OPP then and pass in the second one.
Then not an issue, right?
Yeah, I think that's an option thing because when you're going for the final scoring, it is 0.25 of OPP 1 and 2 is taken into consideration.
Yes.
If it's needed, or it's
So
only
it's kind of a bonus.
0.15.
You have a huge bonus. You have a 15% bonus here, which you should definitely take advantage of. So even if you got like a 50% in your OPP1 and you get another 50% in OPP2, so you are in great, you are in good shape.
Could you please explain that grading pattern? So initially you started, but after that there was divided.
So grading pattern is very simple. So you have two OPPs. One is optional. One is maximum. One is mean. Okay. We can take it as optional, but you should not take it as optional. Okay. But what I can say is that you should definitely give both the OPPs, and then whatever the minimum that you get, right? And then the maximum you get. The maximum is the minimum part out of is bonus. Okay. So if you got like 50 in one and then 60 in another, your 61 will be taken as priority and 51 will be taken as bonus. So that gives you a great edge. Like if you got 100 in one OPP, right, the entire minimum one becomes your bonus. So that makes it very easy for you to score extremely high in this course. So that's why I always tell people to give both the OPPs.
Yeah, even I think if the people actually score very good in the theory part, I mean Q1 and N term, that is actually that takes more of a thing, and OPP is given the weightage is because I think they have a cap for the OPP somewhere because when I read the
No, they have no
grading
cap for
document.
OPPs. they have like, I think it's 25% and 15%. You have to check that once
Huh.
more, but yeah, the
But on
25% is
But
total
what.
cap to
marks,
100.
no, no, but yes, but on the total marks, there is a cap of 100.
Yeah, on total marks there will
Cap to
definitely
100.
be a cap of 100, right?
Cap to
Because
100. Okay.
something like you will score something like 108, and then you'll be capped to 100, and then your final score will be 100. But if you score something like 90, right, and then on top of that your OPP scores are getting bonus out, then you will get advantage. Did you get me?
Yeah,
And
got your point. So,
what is the
like
criteria
for
for bonus?
There is no criteria for bonus. You get both the OPPs, whatever is the minimum OPP, that will be counted as bonus. It's not a bonus. It's like, how do I say it? It only becomes bonus if you score 100 in the first OPP. But if you don't score in the 100 in the first OPP, right? So let's say you scored 50%, though the second OPP becomes your lifesaver, kind of.
Okay.
Because you have a
So there is
15% there also.
I
okay.
have a
There is no
question
add-on
regarding
like other courses.
Go ahead.
There is no add-on
yeah.
marks like other courses here.
What do you mean by add-on marks?
I mean, in other courses they have some 5 mark or something that getting added. Am I right? I don't know.
stats we have.
2 to 5.
Yeah, in stats you
Stats,
have.
math, everything we have. I think
In
we
look
have.
in OPPs, but not in OPP. In Python, during my term, I got a bonus of 2 marks. 2% was given as bonus to me, but I'm not really sure if you will get it in this particular in this particular time also. But yeah, if you solve all the mock questions, then I think you should be getting a bonus of 2. But yeah, it depends.
Okay. So
If
now
I
you
get
are
in quiz one, if I get less than 40%, then is it any problem?
I'll have to open the grading docs. Do you guys have a link to the latest grading doc? I'm unable to access this latest session's grading doc. I have the one from the time that I took the course. If you
I'm
have that, can
sharing.
you please share it to me?
Yeah, I'm sharing with you. Hold on. I'll
Okay,
share.
yes.
Yeah,
I will
somebody
open
has
this one.
shared. I
Mhm.
already shared.
Okay, just one moment. I'll just open that one up. Grading doc. Okay. Oh yes, here it is. Let's see.
So you're in a diploma now.
Yes. Okay, Python. Great.
This form is for 8th November persons, right?
Can you repeat once more?
The person who gives the exam on 8th November is from this form for that, na?
I cannot hear you. Can you repeat once more? On 8th what?
It's asking that the re-exam is for only for the 8th
Yes,
November
only
student.
for 8. Yes, definitely. Yes, it's only for 8th people. Okay, yes, look. So for end term here, right? The eligibility for end term is it says here, okay, based on what it says in the grading doc, is that you have to have your first 5 out of the best 7 weekly assignments like GRPS. 5 out of 7 will be taken. Scores is greater than equals to 40 out of 100. So
So you haven't shared your screen.
yes, take a look here once. Wait one moment. Yes, is the screen visible? It's visible now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what it says here is, here you can see average, okay, completion of SCC, which you guys have already done, and it says A5.
Sir, no voice is coming.
Hello.
You are
Am
inaudible.
audible? Hello. Yes, I'm audible.
Yes.
Now. Now you're.
Yeah. Yes. So all of the week 5 to 7, week 5 to 8 OPPs should be the GRPS should be done, and 40 out of 100. That is the current rule. And also they will check that out of the 7 assignments that you guys have submitted, the GRPS 5 should be above 40. the average of that. Okay, so that is the official guidelines, but usually this part is lenient. I cannot guarantee you that it will be says it will be scheduled for you, but what I have seen is it gets scheduled, but you cannot take my word for it. There is always a chance that it might not be scheduled for you if you did not follow this.
We got a mail today also for the interim eligibility.
It should say this now. It includes this clause, right?
Yes, it is there.
Yeah. So just for end term you won't be for end term you won't be barred for that, but for OPP2 you might be barred. Because for end term you just have to have out of the 5 7. Okay.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I also had missed the OPP1 here. That's very unfortunate of my case.
So in case they did not schedule for you for OPP2, you won't be eligible for writing the end term also.
I didn't get that. Why is that?
Because it says to be eligible for end term, you have to be eligible to appear in at least one of the 2 OPPs.
Oh. So if I am eligible for OPP2, then I am eligible for end term.
End term, yes. But if you somehow get rejected for OPP2, then you won't be able to give end term also.
Good Lord.
You kind of have to repeat the whole course.
Oh, I have to repeat the entire course.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you guys have to take the GRPS very seriously.
I mean, as I told you, I have given the graded assignment. I don't know how I actually missed that GRPA, because normally you used to have that what do you call the prefix used to be GRPA and all the things, if I'm right.
Yeah.
But this time it was something different. So I thought this. I mean, somehow I missed in the last minute, as I told you. I thought these are not graded because what I learned is because they
OPPs
have
are the GRPs are graded. Okay, those are those carry a pretty big weightage. So you cannot really avoid that. Here you can see it carries a 10% weightage. 10% is for grade assignments. Yes.
We do have those practice OPP1 practices. Those are also graded. When I click on the grading tab, I see those are graded. Those are due on 20th of November. So do we need to complete all of those, because I'm still missing a few of
You need
them?
to complete all of those, but I think they will not be counted in this grading doc. But as you can see
It's,
here, GA2, it says average of weekly assignments in the first 10
No, we
weeks.
see
Yes,
where
sir.
we
I
see
think they are for
the
practice only.
grades. Where we see the grades for all the weeks.
No, you don't have to worry about that.
Those are available there.
Those are not compulsory. Okay, those are mocks. But try to solve all of them if you want to get a good marks in OPP2.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I'm working on them, but still wanted to confirm.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
My question is, it is compulsory to score more than 40% in quiz 1?
It is 35. Am I
35 for
audible?
general also.
Wait one moment. Grade here OPP2 end term and total. End term and total. Look, there is nothing. There is no bar for OPP1. Not OPP. For quiz
Excuse
1.
me, sir.
You don't
That's
have to
why
score
I'm-
you don't have to score a minimum for OPP for quiz 1. There is no minimum for quiz 1.
We have just to appear. Okay.
But there is a minimum for OPP. That is 40.
Okay. Because I have got 39 in quiz 1. That's why I'm worried about
Okay. Right. Yeah. That should not
I
stop
think
you.
all put together, your score, all put together, GRPA plus your 1 and 2 should be greater than 40 to clear the course. That is the criteria.
Yes. Okay, yeah, go ahead. You were asking something?
Sir,
Yeah.
for OPP1, when I submit exam, it is showing that 2 out of 3 private test cases passed for question number 2nd.
Yes.
That is of 20. That's why for that I have to get 20 to third, means nearly equal to 14 marks for that question. But
Yes.
they send me result. I check it. They now presenting me. It is only one third correct. What is happening here?
You'll
I
have
know
to
my
you have to
mistake.
you
I
have to
used
mail.
that.
Yeah,
That
you have to email support regarding this.
I
Send,
No, no, we have a
remember,
discrepancy form.
sir. I
yeah,
emailed the
discrepancy
support.
form. Yes, you can fill that one also, and also include the screenshot of the past
I have
test
no
cases.
screenshot. That is the problem, sir.
Ah, boy. Okay.
No, no. When filling this discrepancy form, you can fill the check the option of score, and then you can elaborate the issue. They will check it, and once they have released the answer key, you have visited there. Then you have to quote that also, that when I have passed, they will check at that point of time how many test cases, private test cases it has passed.
Look, if you have two test cases pass out of three, you will be getting one 2/3. So don't worry about that.
Sir, now they are showing that I passed only one third. If I pass one third, then I got 37 marks. I clearly mention.
Wait,
And
wait.
if I pass two third, then I pass 44. During exam,
Uh,
they show me two third pass. I relax that I pass exam.
what about now? Is how what is it showing now in the portal?
No, it is not showing anything regarding OPP.
Okay.
No,
That is
no,
the
Just
issue.
just wait for the wait for the OPP marks to be released.
no, you can. They have sent a mail regarding that. You can check your private test cases
Yeah,
pass.
I email to them, email to instructor, email to sport team, and also fill the form.
No, no, they have released the OPP, this answer sheet key, na? In
Hmm.
there you have checked it. There, how many cases it is getting passed?
Answer sheet they showing two third, one third pass, but when I submit, they show me two third.
Okay, if it shows
Both
1/3 has passed, then it means 1/3 has passed.
in sir, but when I submit, it is showing two third pass. Why that
Maybe
is
maybe you
happening?
forgot. Maybe you forgot because it will record the data from there, right?
No, sir, I confirm myself seeing both of them showing two third at that time.
You can the best possible thing you can do is you can fill up the discrepancy form and then give an email.
I fill the form. Now what to do? I want to ask.
You'll just have to wait out.
Okay, sir.
Wait for the scores to be released.
Is the result is out for PP1?
I think it's not yet officially out, right? Can the other people
No,
confirm to me?
no, it is not out.
Yeah, just wait out for the OPPs to be out. Look, we cannot give 3 hours to solve a total of less than 10 questions, right? So that's
No,
a
sir,
lot of.
only 2 hours.
Yeah. So someone is telling to give 3 hours for that. It is feasible, not possible to do 3 hours for just like 6-7 questions, right?
2 hour 10 minutes approx.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 hour 10 minutes is more than sufficient to solve this many questions if you
Sir,
have practiced
sufficient to
properly.
solve, but some mistake happen, then it will ruin the whole code, make trouble then.
That's why you supposed to do a lot of grpa practice, and also they released a lot of mock opps, right? So if you have done all the mock
But
opps in a
sir,
timely fashion.
but I feel for new people, like they released a few weeks, like hardly 2 weeks ago, and 2 weeks we have other subjects as well. So they should consider like giving in the first OPP there should be some simpler kind of questions, and or there should be more
Look,
time to practice those
that's
questions.
why they have given a 15% bonus. Here you have 15% of leniency, which is huge.
Because I don't feel like writing a code for making a pattern. We were not prepared for that, and just suddenly they started
No,
giving these questions, and we have
and
to
no,
start making the patterns, right?
Sir,
So I
yeah,
feel
five.
like there
not
should be
also
more
fraud.
time for practice.
Look, they had pattern questions inside the mock opps, right? So had you done all the mock opps, you should have known
We
that
have
pattern
done it,
questions would
but
be
it
there,
takes
right?
time to understand the code, right? If someone
Hmm.
who is just learning to start Python or coding, or does
Right.
not have a background earlier, it's
Hmm.
hard for someone to catch up all those code in just 15 days. You cannot fill in the brain.
Hmm.
It
Yeah,
takes time
definitely.
to build.
Look, even if you
It
do
takes
not
time to
get,
build.
yeah, even if you do not, even if you do not get a great mark in OPP1, you still have an option of OPP2, right? The whole OPP2 is 15%. So even if you do not like get a good mark in OPP1, there's no issues, right? You still have a lot of time to practice. Just make sure to do okay in OPP2. If you do okay in OPP2, you'll be fine. It's completely fine. As if you
Sorry, sir,
did great in
but
OPP1.
OPP2 is harder than OPP1.
No,
If
OPP2 is usually
someone
more
not
easier than
able to,
OPP1.
OPP2 is
What is the flavor
easy.
of OPP2?
It is the same pattern, but just the one question related to file
Yes, and file handling is the
creation.
easiest
File
thing to
handling
do.
is added, right?
Yeah, and file handling is the easiest thing to do. So questions in file handling will be like very easy to solve. So OPP2 is much more easier. And if you scored like 50% OPP2, right?
You know, so 50. So the minimum
Great.
score means if OPP1 is scored very less, then that minimum score will be very less only, right?
Yes, it will be very less, but still it is something, right?
In which we
It's
get
better than nothing.
more marks, that will condition.
But that
will
one
consider the
it will
maximum.
help for only the who are scored more. Those people only they will get. Who are less, so they are very less or they are not passed. So it won't help that logic.
Just look for people who gave both the OPPs and scored at least a 50 in there, they should be fine. Yes, Vicky, let me know.
So in like there is two options: 0.25 max and 0.15 min. In the OPPs. Suppose someone is scoring like 20 in OPP1 and they are scoring like 80 in OPP2. So obviously they will miss out this 0.15 minimum, correct?
Yes, because 20 in there is like not going to be considered. You need to score at least a 40
At
in
least
there,
of
right?
40. So again in OPP2 we should like cross the 40 mark and then only we will be able to grab those bonus points.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
40 is the passing score. So if you cannot score a 40, then means you could not clear that particular part.
We need to put more effort.
Yeah, you need to put 10x effort.
The OPPs which are already released for the practice, like it will be that much, or there will be more OPPs to be released for practice?
There will be
More
more.
will be
So
released. OPP2, they will release
One
another
question
set of.
related to this aggregation and mapping questions. This
Yes.
kind of concept is explained somewhere. I just need to know because I always get confused in this aggregation thing.
Yes, so the reduce function you're talking about, right?
Sorry.
The reduce function you're talking about.
No, in the week 7 there are questions related to aggregation, mapping, what is used in
Yes.
this code. So
Yes.
I don't
So
know.
mapping is using map function. Aggregation is done using a reduce function.
But
So
there is no aggregation or that kind of function. Map is not used in the code, but it
the
is
map is used
asking
in
us.
code.
No, it's
The map
in
function
the
is used in code. In week 5, you have map function, you have reduce function, you have
week 7. I understand, but I'm talking about the graded assignment 7. There are questions related to aggregation, filtering, and mapping. I got confused in those kind of questions. Sometimes I understand this is mapping, that they are going
Right.
to take out the
if they
result
are taking a
and make a
value
new
and then
list or something.
yeah, that is mapping. Yes, if they are like something
Yes.
like doing some kind of they are going over the whole list, maybe doing a sum or multiplication or some kind of like that and giving you a final value, then that is your aggregation.
Yes, and
If you get a
filtering,
full
I
list,
understand,
yeah,
like they are filtering
some
based
values.
on some criteria and
Yes.
taking out the filtered result. I understand, but sometimes when I in week 5, I remember that a lot of questions of mine went wrong because of this confusion. So where can I clarify these doubts?
You can ask me.
Okay.
Sir, can you explain the concept of aggregation, mapping, and filtering? Because these are all the questions of graded assignment 7 is based on them only. So I have
Yes.
confusion. I get them wrong many times.
Right,
sir.
right. Let's take that up today in today's session, right? I'll
Yes, sir.
just share my Visual Studio Code for you. Wait, just give me 1 second.
Yeah, before
Sir,
before
can you
yeah,
please
before you
also
enter
explain regarding dictionary?
Hello.
Can you repeat once more?
Sir, I am not able to solve dictionary questions. How to start is the problem with me.
Dictionary code. Okay, we'll take it up. Just give me 1 moment. I'll just share my screen, the VS Code. Okay.
yeah, and before you get into that, I also have a request or suggestion. Like maybe I think we can introduce quiz 2 to actually bring down the load of grpas or something here, because we don't have quiz 2 in Python.
Yes.
That actually is another disadvantage. We have it here because that score is not kind of there, so we need to if they bring it inside, because anyhow we are going to attend the rest of the examination in the going to the center on the day, if not if we are taking other subjects. So given if there is quiz 2 also, I think it will actually bring down the pressure in terms of the grpas and opps as
Look,
such. I feel
quiz.
so from
The main reason is that theoretical knowledge is not enough to succeed in this course. You need to be able to do it in practical sense also. So that is the main reason why, like your this grps and all are being done.
Yeah, maybe I feel. I mean, somehow I feel like going to the exam center. I feel more elated and doing the things rather than sitting in this OP. Of course, I couldn't attend that, but going through this tutor issues and all this thing that we have been hearing, I feel that the exam center is more prepared and the systems are more prepared. But anyhow, this time, even to my surprise, that I don't know whether how many of you have gone through that. I had to go through a new what do you call the new system of exam approach. It's not the regular EON center thing. So I had to go through the typical OPP setup for the exam itself.
Yes, I know that is a very new thing. Yes.
Yeah, it was
But
full of hangama.
where exactly were you giving the exam? From the exam center, right?
Yeah.
That's weird because I gave the exam this time using the TCS one only. Maybe but for some people it's OPP setting. Yeah, I actually do not like the OPP style, but
It's a Seek portal for most of
Yeah.
us now.
yeah.
It's
Okay. Well, I'm still lucky to have that old TCS one. But yeah, I
that
heard
is
that some
the
people
old
got
TCS one is very good, but the new one, it was at least in my centers, so much of chaos happened that we had to really run to pick up our mobile to get the given the what do you call the code and all the thing. You know that normally we are not allowed to get bring the mobile inside.
Oh
So
yes,
some
that's a
people
huge problem. Yes.
Yeah, some people have to really go to the parking lot because they put the mobile in the car and they had to bring it and so on. So much of chaos and
Hi Ayush, I have a doubt.
Yes, just 1 second. Yeah, I get it. Look, if you guys have issues with this kind of systemic problems, then you guys have to email to the support in in masses. So whenever they're going to have a lot of same kind of complaints, they will tend to change it. But if only one people emails, then they will not tend to change it, right? So all of the people who have issues and criticism about this, please make sure to email. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. What was your doubt?
Yeah, I was asking means if I got 30 marks in OPP1, so if I score again 30 marks in OPP2, so will it be added to my OPP1 score?
Look, we cannot tell that directly now. It depends on what grading pattern they set for the OPP2. Sometimes what they do is they in order to, it depends on how many people passed. So if very less people pass and they want people to pass, then they will set some kind of lenient criteria. But usually under the official grading documents, it will not be added.
Okay.
Okay, so shall we take up questions about this map filter and all of those? Is that fine for you guys? Or do you guys want me to do dictionaries first?
No, sir, map filter, because graded assignment 7 is based on
Dictionary please first, then map filter second.
So tomorrow we have the deadline for week 7.
Okay, tomorrow is the deadline for week 7, so I'll cover the sets and all first. I'll take up dictionaries later. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So can I just ask a question? Okay, so if we go in week 7, there are number 1, number 2, number 3, string 1, string 2, and so on. There is no specific graded assignment. So are these the graded assignment in disguise, or there is something different this time in the week 7?
Wait, let me quickly open week 7. Just give me 1 second.
Like instead of specific graded assignment, these are like data processor 4, data processor 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you have to solve them. Yes, you have to solve them.
It is basically a GRP in disguise.
Kind of, yes.
Okay. Also, one more thing. Can you please do a week 5 quick rundown, like a one shot of some sort?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do now.
Things are giving a bit error.
Sure. We are going to cover that, like, map functions and all of those. Okay. So let's start with so you guys know the basic data types, right? Like the like dictionaries and all. You guys know. I'll cover dictionaries in a short detail, but mostly.
Sir, I know the dictionary, but stuck in how to write a code for dictionary.
Yeah, I'll cover that while doing these map functions and all. Okay. So you have map function, you have zip function, and then you have
enumerate.
Okay, enumerate. Then you have filter, and then you have reduce. These are the ones that you have, right?
Sir, reduce I hear first time.
There is reduce also. So these are the 5 functions, right, that you guys are having doubt. Please confirm to me once.
Sir, I have doubt in graded assignment 7. The question, please have a look at the graded assignment 7. It has question on aggregation, filtering, and mapping. Like which,
yeah. I'll be covering that here only. You'll get an idea. Okay. So I'll take all of these like one by one. Okay. Wait. So look, first of all, you guys, to use all of these functions, you need to have an idea about lambda functions. So tell me if you guys are clear about lambda functions, or does anyone have a doubt regarding lambda function?
Can you once explain?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. So lambda functions are basically anonymous functions. Okay. You can definitely write a whole function and then pass it to all of these map functions and all, but you can use lambda functions. So this is basically how it works. Okay. Yes. Please do not raise your hand. Just speak freely.
So it is basically like the define function, the def function.
It's like a def function, but without a name. But it's not exactly a def function. If you use a def to define a function, then you have to give a name. But using lambdas, you don't have to give a name. So like this.
Okay.
My screen is visible to you. My Visual Studio Code. Okay, it's not. Let me share it.
It is saying about course.
Yeah, now it should be visible.
Yes, sir.
It's visible now. Okay.
Can you give a quick example of the lambda function?
Yes. I'm starting with that.
def function side by side.
Yeah. So look, lambda functions are basically anonymous. So this is how it works. You write lambda and then args, your arguments, and then whatever expression. Okay. So this is the structure. And for normal function, you write def function.
Sorry, sir. We name lambda then arg or parameter.
Parameters are same as arguments. Okay, so you can just say parameters. Okay, but it's called arguments. Okay, it's called arguments. Lambda, and then you have your arguments and then expression. But for normal function, you have def and then function name and then colon. That's it. Okay, is that clear? Now, let's say we have a generic lambda function. Now this returns your value of expression automatically. You don't need to write a return function. So whatever the expression is going to be, when this lambda function is going to be called, the value of the expression will be returned. Okay. So let's take a simple example. Let's do this. Def add, and then I'll say a and b. Okay, and then I'll say that return a plus b. So that is a function, right? That is a normal function. It will return your a and b when you call it, right? This is clear? Return sum, simple as that. But for that, you have to write this add function. You have to write this name add. But the other way of doing that is you are just defining a general lambda whose name is add lambda. Okay, and then you are defining a lambda function where the arguments are a and b, and then the output is, or the expression is, a plus b. Whatever the expression is going to be, that is going to be the output. So this is your output. So this lambda function is going to take a and b as input and pass the value of a plus b as output. Okay, so the way you call the lambda function and the add function are exactly the same. So you can say add lambda and then pass 5 and 3, and you will get the value of 8 as output. Similarly, if you call the add function with 5 and 3, you will get the same thing. Is that clear?
Difference is that we def add. That is only difference here.
Yeah, that is the only difference. Okay, so now let's take a let's take examples when you are using these map functions and all. Okay, like all of these map and zip and all of these functions. Let's take those examples one by one.
Sir, here the name of function is add or def. I don't get that.
Yeah, so you are basically putting this lambda inside this name. You can put it as any variable. You need a name to be able to define that function,
No,
right?
no, sir. I am asking about line number 5. The function name is add here.
Add.
Okay.
Okay, great. So now let's look at the map function. So map function is very simple. It works like this. You have your map, and then this map takes a function. This function can be anything. It can be a lambda function or it can be a normal function. And then it takes a iterable. What is a iterable? It can be a list, it can be a dictionary, it can be a set, it can be anything. Okay, is this clear? Now let's take an example of this particular map. We have a numbers array. Numbers array is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, number size 1 2 3 4 5, and then in here you want to use the map function. Okay, so the way you have to do it is, let's say I want to have a different array called doubled. Okay, doubled, what does double do? It basically doubles all the numbers inside numbers. So what I'll do, I'll say doubled equals map. I want to map this particular numbers array or numbers list. So I'll take the map function and then I need a function. Okay, I don't know the function, so I'll just write function for now. And then I want to iterate over what is the iterable? It's the numbers. These are numbers. So now inside this function I need a way to map it, right? So map function expects a function from us. So now what function can we put in there? We can put a lambda. We'll put a lambda in there. Okay, we'll put a lambda which expects a value of x, and then whatever it gets, it outputs x square, not x square, x times 2. So what will happen is, this is a map function that takes these numbers as the iterable. It goes through each of them, 1 then 2 then 3 then 4 then 5. It takes one of them and then puts it inside x, outputs x square, goes to 2, puts it inside x, output x square for all of these numbers. And then if you print this particular doubled, then you will see that week 7 slash collection.py, you'll see that you'll get a map object, which is a map, but you have to convert it into a list in order to actually see that. Does it make sense? Wait, I have to close that. Here, you'll see all of those particular numbers got doubled. Yes, go ahead. Someone raise your hand.
So this question is, I understand we are using the map function here, but the question that we are talking about, I have pasted one of the code in the chat and you can have a look. And then without using the map function, they are just asking, I think these kind of questions were not present earlier now they are new kind of questions had added to the course. So you might not see this kind of, I don't know what is in your GAs, but these kind of questions have been introduced.
Okay, so look, this question, what happens? It takes a function which accepts a string, okay, called sentence, and then it returns a joined string. So it does some kind of join. So it adds stuff up. Okay, joins inside what? It joins inside a list. You can see that they are kind of making a list, right? It's kind of like a list comprehension. So it's adding this, it's making a list. It is joining a list, right? What is inside that list? For char in sentence, if char is in AEIOU, so they are kind of giving you a sentence which is a string. So they are iterating over each of the characters and then filtering on basis of if they are a vowel or not, right? And then what are they doing? They're converting that into your ASCII value and then adding 1 to it and then converting it back to character.
So, sir, I didn't understand.
What is this odd function? What is this odd function?
Is basically like converting a character into its ASCII value. So like A is 65, B is 66, like that. So if you want to convert A to B, what do? You cannot just say A plus 1, right? So you have to convert it into ASCII and make it 65 and then add 1 to it, will get 66 and then convert it back to character. Okay. So what will happen here? It is going to go through this sentence, filter out the vowels, and then add 1 to those vowels. Let's say if you have A, it will add 1 to it and make it B. Okay, so if you have A, B, C in your input, it will take the A convert it to B and then store it in that array. It will take B and then see if it is a vowel. It's not a vowel, so it will skip it. For C, it will do the same thing. But if you add an E in there, it will take that because it, like, it's a vowel, and then it will convert it into binary, and it will not binary, into ASCII number, and then add 1 to it. So it will become F. So your output will become A and then F. Now A and F are an array, but you are using the join function. So what will happen? It will convert it into a string and it will become AF.
So
Does this make
here,
sense?
I understand that it is mapping, right? Because we are taking some output and then we are creating another.
It is doing a
another
mapping
kind of
and filtering also.
filtering also. And how about aggregation? I get confused in these terms.
Sir, I
They
don't
ask,
get how mapping works here. Aggregation and filtering I understand, but not mapping.
So
Sir,
you're
can you explain
you're
this?
mapping each character. Look, you're mapping each character and adding 1 to it. So you're kind of changing each character, right? So you're mapping it to a next value, right? Whenever you
Yes.
change the value inside the array to something else, it means you're mapping it to something else, right?
So can you explain this code again in detail, sir? Because I am
Sir,
finding it complicated.
can you please explain what it returns at last by taking input?
Yeah, look, so what happens at first? First you see that this function is accepting a string. So I'll write accepts a string. Right, it accepts a string. Simple as that, right? And then after that you have this join function, which joins an array. Now look here. Join function accepts array or a list.
Iterables.
Iterables. Exactly.
And return a string.
Return is string. So returns string. So okay, fine. So we are kind of like getting a array or a list in this case, and we have to join it, and the output will be a string. Okay. Now let's look what's inside that list. We are not given a list directly, right? If we were given a random list here, something like if we were directly given, let's say, if we were directly given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then yeah, it's very easy, right? But they are not giving us that list directly. They are making us build that list using list comprehension. Makes sense, right? So what's happening here? So they are taking this. Let's take this individually. Let's dive into this. So if you go in here, so this is kind of a list comprehension, right? So they are for character in sentence. So they are going over each character inside a sentence, and they are saying if character in AEIOU. So what does it mean? They are going over each character inside a sentence and then filtering it on the basis if they are a vowel or not. So if they're a vowel, they are doing this. They are converting it into the ASCII form, adding 1 to it, which is mapping, and then returning that and making this particular array. So you will get a basically vowels here. You will get a vowels, but added 1 to it.
Sir, this list return all the characters or only vowels?
Only vowels. It returns only the vowels because we are doing a filtering. If char in AEIOU.
And
can you explain
aggregation?
Excuse me, sir. Once again, sir, I have a doubt not regarding this subject. I get a mail that.
Wait. Can you please ask that at the end of the session?
Sir, it's emergent. It's an immediate one thing, sir. Just clarify this thing alone.
Okay.
One thing, sir. From Paradox at study.iit.ac.in, I got a mail that Paradox event is taking at 15th of November from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. In that time, can I meet the faculties of IITM regarding this BS degree course?
I actually have no idea about that. You have to email support regarding it.
Okay. Sir, I can't understand. Can you repeat that again?
You have to email support.iitm for that.
I can't meet there.
I have no idea regarding that. You have to email the support team for that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, can you explain this code CHRORD? This I am not familiar with much.
Yes. So what ORD does is ORD of, let's take up this here. You can see the Python here, right? Look. Let's say we have ORD of A. We are doing ORD of A.
65.
So you will get 65. So it will basically convert it into ASCII. Make sense? So if you have ORD of, let's say, A, and then you add 1 to it, and then convert this whole thing back to characters, right? Or convert it back to char, what will happen? You will get the next character, right? Wait, it's not CHAR, it's CHR. Wait. Yes, CHR. So you'll get B. So it's basically converting it into a number and then adding a number to it, and then it's doing that. Does it make sense?
So what is this CHR? Because
CHR is basically converting an ASCII to a character.
So we can use.
So this is inbuilt function.
It's an inbuilt function, yes.
Okay.
So we can use
and
string also.
sorry, go ahead.
Repeat. Can you repeat once more? You were saying something regarding string.
Yes, sir. So I got actually. I thought we can use string, but it will convert it to number string actually.
Yeah. You cannot do that. It will convert it into number string. It will convert it directly to string. You have to use a CHR to convert a ORD. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now is the ORD part clear?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
ORD returns a string as output.
It returns a character as output. No, not character. It returns a number as output. Your ASCII value that corresponds to a particular character, like A is 65, B is 66. It will return
Sir,
with a
I
number.
understand that 65 is a number or a string here.
It's a number.
Okay, sir.
The
So
ASCII value.
we are taking the ASCII value by the ORD function, and then with the
Adding
char
one to
function
it.
CHR,
We are adding it and
converting
then
it.
converting it back to character.
Okay. Yes, I need to know more about the aggregation. I understand mapping and filtering better than aggregation. Can you please elaborate on that, please?
Yeah. So aggregation, what happens is in aggregation, you are basically doing something like a sum. Let's say if you have a sum function, right? Sum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you are given an array and then you're just doing a sum in there. So that is basically aggregation. You are aggregating a list into one value. So look around. Okay, whenever you will see that you have a bunch of values and bunch of values, or like you have a iterable, okay, or object, anything. Okay, you have a iterable or object and your output is a single value, not just a single value. It is a compressed, decomposed version of it. Something like let's say you have an array and then you get a single value out of from it. Let's say we did a sum or did a maximum or a minimum. So it's kind of aggregating all of those values to a single value, right? Do you get me? Whenever in general, when you have a list or a dictionary or set and you're doing some kind of calculation on it and you're returning a single value, treat it as you are aggregating the values. Is that clear?
Yes,
yeah, for the example, like I have defined a function and we are passing a numbers list and we are just returning that minimum. In that case, we are doing the aggregation, not mapping and filtering, right?
Not mapping and filtering. Mapping and filtering. Mapping happens if you are mapping each and every value. Filtering happens when you're getting rid of some values. Aggregation happens when you're combining multiple values into one single result. So the major aggregation functions are sum, average, count, max, min. Does it make sense?
Sir, maximum is also aggregation function because it is giving only one value, not combination.
Yes, maximum is also your aggregation function.
Sir, can you please explain map here? I don't get map. Filtering and aggregation, I understand. Aggregation simply return single value. Filtering use
mapping
for filter.
is basically mapping each and every value. So if you have a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and you want to map each and every value of this particular list, you want to whatever the values that you have, like you have 1, you have 2, you want to map each and everything to something else. Let's say you want to double each value, okay, or you want to subtract 1 from each value and your output is going to be an array of a same length. So you're going to have 2 and then you're going to have 2, then you're going to have 3, then 4. So you're mapping each of the values to a different value. So that is mapping.
Okay. Can you give one more example?
This is the example. So if you have a list and you're changing the value of each of the indexes to something else, you're mapping it by a factor of 2, or you're multiplying something to it, or you're
so there is a
adding
question in
it.
the chat There is a question in the chat that's a good example of mapping, I think. Because here we are taking all the values from the input and then we are converting it, sorting it out, and
Definitely.
then we are printing it. Yeah.
Wait, let me just quickly. Yeah, that will be a complex one, right? It's not just doing mapping; it is doing bunch of things at once. So let's take that example and check it out. Yeah, you're taking an input. You're taking n inputs, and you're converting whatever input you get to a number. And if the length of that number is less than 2, you are multiplying that number by 2. Okay. And if the length of that number is greater than 2, you're multiplying it by 3. So what's happening? You're basically mapping, right? You're filtering and mapping. But you're not actually filtering. You're mapping based on a filter. Not a filter, it's a condition. So it's only doing mapping. It's not filtering any output. You're getting your output regardless of your condition, right? So if you have 5 inputs, you will have 5 outputs. That is mapping.
Sir, what we are filtering here? If
we are not filtering. We are just based on a condition. We are changing our mapping criteria.
Sir, but less than 2 length, it is multiplying. What happens? Yeah, it is not filtering. It is returning all other values in else.
Yeah.
So it's just the mapping, right? Because we are
mapping.
not. Yeah, just mapping.
If you had like 5 inputs and you had like 2 outputs, then yeah, it's filtering.
So when arithmetic operation or we apply some inbuilt function, then it is mapping mostly.
Mostly mapping, yes, but depends if you are getting rid of some of the values.
So come again, please.
Yeah, so even if you are using a max or min, but before doing that max or min, if you are getting rid of some values, like if you want to do a max but you are doing the max only on the numbers that are even, then you are also doing filtering, right?
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah,
sir, how hair mapping happens? Can you please explain? Maybe it is line number 31.
It's both line number 30 and 33. 31 and 33. So you're mapping based on this condition. So based on some conditions, you're changing your mapping criteria. So the first mapping criteria is you're basically taking the length of the string, and depends on the length of the string, you're changing your mapping criteria. For some values, you're mapping it to twice the value, or other values you're mapping it to 3 times the value.
So criteria here is 30 and 32. And map simply returns 31 and 33.
Yes, but you're definitely mapping for each of the values. But if you just map for a few values, like if you put a criteria that only map, like if you get rid of this, don't do anything for that else, then it will have mapping and filtering.
But sir, if else is there, then also filtering, like we are.
Then we are not filtering. Then we are based on the condition, we are mapping.
But we are putting in different compartments, the two group into two.
Yeah,
groups.
but we are not getting rid of those values, right? In filtering, you discard those values.
Pardon, sir?
Yeah, in filtering, you are discarding those values. But in mapping, we don't discard it.
Sir,
okay.
Sir, what you say about group, they will simply return in one line, one number, then other in next line.
Yeah.
Why you say it is making group?
It is not making a group.
They will come one line, then a second line, then third line. In that way, they return. Am I right?
Yeah. It will print it. It will print every single line in order. So if you put 5, it will take it and you will see that the 5 is less than 2. It will put 10. If you put like 600, you will see that okay, fine, it's greater than 2. It will put 600 times 0 is 1800. But it's not gonna get rid of that value, right? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Any other questions, guys?
Sir, you were saying that you use special function like enumerate or
yeah. I'll go through those. Yes. So look, the fact about mapping is clear to you guys.
Yes, sir.
So shall we proceed to zip function?
Sir, can you please explain basic dictionaries first?
Okay, look, so the basics of dictionary is simple. Dictionaries have key and values.
How to write a code, sir?
Yeah, so you just define a dictionary, dict, and then you just put third brackets, and then you put your key and value. So let's say the key is A, and then you have your value as 5, and then you have your key as C, and then you have your value as, let's say, 7. That is key values. These are basic dictionary. And when you want to access that dictionary, you just say dict T, and then you just put the value of A. I want to get the value of A, and then this is how you access the value of A. You want to access the value of C, we'll just put dict C.
Sorry, sir. It is too basic. I want to convert a string to dict, like that type of code. List
String to dict based on what?
So any string can you take and then take first letter and convert into a dict.
You cannot convert.
Type.
You cannot convert a string to a dictionary, right? It's a string. Like if you have A, B, C, D, D, C, you have a bunch of characters in there, and you want to convert that into a dictionary based on how many times it appears, then you can do that.
Yes, sir. I stuck. Can you please explain how can we? I do simply how makes a dictionary out of string for counts of certain characters, something like that.
Yeah. So if you want to convert this into a dictionary on the basis that you will have something like this, you will have A and then the count, and then you will have B and then the count. So I covered that in great detail in in the grouping part of the dictionary. So if you go ahead and look there, you'll get it in great detail. But let me just give you the how to do it right now. Okay.
Sir, which lecture?
That should be in week 4 lectures.
Sir, but dictionary is in week 5.
Yeah, but I covered it in week 4.
Sir, I watch all the lecture, but not go from the.
Wait, I think you did not attend. Okay, you are not in my mentor sessions.
Sir, are you present or it is network issue from my side? Hello, sir.
Sir was
We are
facing
not
some
hearing
issue.
anything. There seems some issue.
Thank you. I think I have network issue from my side.
Guys, I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes. So there was my computer just decided to go to sleep for some reason. Okay, yeah. So what I was saying is, wait, can you?
Sir, can you please send that link to me if possible?
Yes, I'll definitely send you that link. But the problem is those were taken in my mentor sessions. I'm not sure if you'll have access to that. But yeah, I'll definitely ask the instructor and get back to you. Okay.
Sir, I join for mentor session for morning 7 to 9 a.m.
Yes, but the TA in there is different. The person who is teaching there is different.
Yeah, sir, I know that.
He might not cover that in great detail, but I covered in mentor session. I covered it in very insane details. But I will do it right now, right? What's stopping us from discussing it right now, right? But I will definitely share you that link also. Not an issue. Okay. So just let's see. So first we have to do a filter. We have to do a mapping based on this, right? A is going to be mapped to its count. B is going to be mapped to its count. So the simple way to do that is you have to go over the string somehow, right? So I'll say that fine, my dictionary is going to be called dict T. It's going to be empty dictionary. I'll go over the list one by one. For char in string, I'll go over the characters one by one. And then I'll say that if that character does not exist in the dictionary, not in dict char. Okay. If it is not there, then make that, right? So I'll say that fine, dict T, and then I'll put the char, I'll put its count to 0. But if it is in there, okay, if it is in there, then I'll say that else. If it is already in there, then fine, then get that character and add 1 to it. Makes sense? And then at the end, just print out this dict. And then we'll just run it. I'll say that fine, run this. Wait up. Interaction. Our string is there. For character in string, we are doing for character in string. Okay, not an issue. Plus equals to 1. Okay, yeah, it should be 1. So as soon as you see that character, right, for the first time, you're going to set that particular character to 1. And then after that, you're going to add 1 to it. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Can you please write the same code using range?
Sir, one thing, sir. In this code, else is used. Now, if and else, then.
Yeah, if you don't want to use else, then it's also fine. But then your code is inefficient because you will keep checking and checking and checking in every single case.
Okay.
Why you remove else, sir?
Because look, you should not remove else. Else is much more better. If the character does not exist, then do this. If it exists, then add 1. It's intuitive. But if you remove the else also, it will work. But do not remove the else.
Sir, I don't understand how it is working after removing else.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because
it will work without using else, is because for this if condition, we are just setting it to 1. So if that particular character already exists inside that array, let's say we remove this. Okay. We remove this. So for the first time, if you encounter a character, you will set it to 1. And then what will happen? Your dict t character will be like increased to 1 again. So what exactly is happening here? You are going to get the wrong value. You are going to get the value added 1. Like if your a comes 3 times, you will get the output as 4. So you have to put a else here. It will not work. Like your code will work, but your value will be wrong. So your logic will be wrong. You see, a is coming as 2, but if you remove this,
sir, why will it be 4 instead of 3 if we remove else?
Yeah, because for the first time, look here, you will see that a will become 3. It got increased to 1. Everything will be 1. Because for the first time we are encountering this character. This is first time we encounter the character. Okay. First time we encountered that character, we set its count to 1. And then after that, we are adding 1 to that again. But we are supposed to only add that 1 if that particular character does not exist, right?
Yeah, I understand now. It is code is moving from 41 to 42, then 43, then again move to 40.
Can you repeat?
Yeah, because it's out of indentation.
Sir, code is moving from 41 to 42, then 42 to 43, then 43 to again 40.
Yes.
It adding 1 twice in 42 and 43.
In 42, we are adding 1 to it whenever we encounter that character for the first time.
Yeah, sir. And then again add 1.
And then again add 1. That is logically wrong, right? We should only add 1 if that particular character is not there for the first time.
Yeah, I understand now.
So there should be a else. I was talking about like a syntactical error. You will not gonna get a syntactical error if you remove else. But your code will be wrong. Like your logic will be wrong, right?
Sir, can you explain this again, sir? I didn't get it actually. When you remove else, sir.
You should not remove else. You should not remove else because whenever you are getting a character for the first time, what is happening? Inside your dictionary is empty. But when let's say you got a for the first time, it will set that a to 1. And then it will say that else. In else, it will not gonna do that, right? Because this if condition already ran. Then it will go to the next character. But if you don't have this else, it will try to increase that particular character again. So you will have a equals 1 and it will become 2. For every character for the first time you are getting, you are going to increment it twice, which is logically wrong.
Okay, got it, sir. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay.
Sir, can you please write the same code using range?
You should not use range for this, right? You can use range for it, but it will be like, it's not a good idea to use range inside dictionaries because dictionaries are not numbered, right?
Sir, but string is numbered.
Or if you want to iterate over this string, why
Yes,
use
sir.
range if you can iterate over it directly? So if you want to use range, you have to say that for I in the range, length of the string, and then it doesn't make sense, right? You have to say that character C equals to string and then I, not character C. You can just say C is in there, and then inside that you have to use a dictionary. If char, if that C is not in dict, then you do your work. But there is no need to do this, right? You can just iterate over this directly for char in string. It will give you the characters one by one.
For us,
Were you saying something? Can you repeat?
I'm saying I'm still not fully getting these dictionaries yet and how they function. And the enumerate function is still not clear for me.
Okay, so look,
Yeah,
enumerate
sir.
is very easy.
Sir, the problem happen in this session that till week 4 it is quite fine. But week 5 they don't get any proper lectures because quiz 1 arrives and then we start doing quiz 1 practice. And then OPP practice starts. Week 5 is removed completely. Not discussed in
Yes.
great way.
Did you go through the lectures?
Yeah, sir. I watch all the lectures. That's why I am saying that.
Yeah, we
Only
did.
one lecture for summary happens for week 5. Then no such doubt taking session will
And
happen.
sir, applications for these were not covered. Actually, main thing is applying these in problems.
Yeah, sir. Applying these
Right.
summary, one lecture summary happens. I know that. Then quiz practice starts.
Right. Okay, so I guess we will have to take this up in tomorrow's TS session. Okay, so what I will do in tomorrow's TS session is I will go through all of this, this week 5. I'll have to repeat then for you guys. Will that be fine?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'll
sir.
have to let the other TA know not to take the tomorrow session then, because or else he will cover file handling and then you guys will be stuck with week 5.
Yes, sir. Week 5 is the most important, I think.
Yes, because you'll get most of the question from week 5.
And sir, one question was in that OP exam, and if you not use enumerate, it will take a very long.
Yes.
Code.
Look, enumerate, I'll tell you. Look, enumerate is like simple, very, very simple. Let's look at enumerate quickly. What enumerate does is, let's say you have a list. Okay, list is what? List is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Now, if you do enumerate over that list, what will happen is you are going to basically get something like this. All of this, whatever characters, whatever numbers that you had, you will get a number attached to, which is the index. So each of these numbers inside there will have an index, right? The first place will have 0th index, second place will have first index. So you will get the index with it. So you'll get 0, 1, and then you will get 1, 2. So let's not take numbers. It will be jumbled and confusing. Let's take A, B, C, D, F, E, like that. Okay, I'm not writing it as strings, but I'm just saying, okay, these are strings, these are characters like this. And then I'll put it here. Okay, like this. So if you put enumerate and then list, right, what will happen is you will get 0 and then you will have your character as A. You'll have 1 and then you'll have your character as B. Okay, and then you'll have 2 and then you'll have your character as C. So they're just going to add the index. When you're iterating over it, they will just add the index and give you, so that you don't have to worry about your index at what place you are. So when you are doing this for character in list, right, and you print this character, it's fine, but you do not know what is the index of that. Let's say you are at C and you want to know what is the index of that. So you have to somehow get the index, right? So your index is what? 0, 1, 2. But you don't know the index because you're just iterating over it. You are not using the range function. You can use the range function, but then it is tedious. So the solution is that you just put it inside a enumerate. You put it inside a enumerate and then you will automatically get the index. You see, you put it inside a enumerate and then you will already get the index. You will get your index here. Index and your character. You'll get both at the same time. You'll get something like 0A, 1B, 2C, 3D. So in that way, you can just print your index and character.
They return tuple?
Yeah, they return tuple, exactly. They'll return the tuple 0A, 1B, 2C, 3C. So they will add the index and return instead of just returning A, B, C, D, E. Does it make sense?
So we
Only
can
they completed their return list and inside small tuples containing 2.
Yes, so they're kind of like, are returning you this enumerate list is going to be like, map changing this list to a like, list of tuples which will have 0A, 1B, 2C, like that.
Sir, we can
Like
also like print only index, na?
Yeah, you can only print index, no problem. So it will be kind of like this. It will be like enumerate will return you like this: 1 and then 0 and then A, and then you will have 1 and then B, and then 2 and then C. It will be like this. Does it make sense? 3.
Sir, if we
and
want
D.
to have in reverse order, suppose we have A1, B1, A0, B1, and C2.
No. You cannot do that. It gives you exactly in this order. Index is first and then character. But if you want to print it in reverse, then you can definitely print like char first and then your index later.
Okay.
Makes
So
sense,
what
right?
will it return now? What will it return now?
Where it will return the character and the index. So it will return A first and then 0. To return B and then 1, C and then 2, like that.
It is still now a list.
No. We are iterating over a list, right? We are going over a list and returning the characters one by one.
Sir, I got confused in line number 57. What it written? It written simply tuple in one line, then again in next line, or it will showing list only. I got stuck here.
If we just do enumerate list, then it will return you a tuple, list of tuple.
Yes, sir.
This will return you a list of tuple. This will return you this. This is basically what? This is your list
Of
enum.
tuples. Yes, sir.
This is what you're gonna get returned.
Sir, it returns list or some object type. We have to convert
It returns your object type, which looks like this.
Yes.
Inside. If you print this, you will get a like you'll not gonna get anything. You'll just get a object type, object of enumerate. You'll get something like this. Let's run it. Yeah, you see, what exactly happened? Yeah. Oh, something is wrong. You see, you got a enumerate object. Let's convert that to list. You'll see that you'll not be able to convert it into a list. It's not allowed.
Why,
Makes
sir?
sense. Oh wait, I'll have to do a change it to list 1, or else it will be like confusing for that. Yeah. Now you can convert it. You see, it looks like what I made here. It adds the index in the front. Makes sense.
Yes, sir. In previous code, when you write simply
And then
print,
we went over this using the in function. We iterated over this. That's why we were getting the characters individually and not getting the whole list.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. So whenever enumerate comes to your head, just remember that it adds an index to your characters or your objects. Whatever you have inside a list, you are getting an index attached to it. So whenever you want the index with the whatever you have inside the list, you use enumerate.
Sir, I have doubt one. When you return previous print statement, it will return a tuple or single value.
Where?
The previous print you write.
It will return single values.
Okay, sir. Not a tuple.
Not a tuple. No, because we are printing the char and the index individual, right? If you just printed the whatever we got in there, then it will return you the tuple. Like if we did like this, right? For item in enumerate list, and then just print item, right? And then you just do this, you'll see you'll get the tuple together. Make sense?
Yes, sir. It only have to return A according to me.
Yeah. No, because we are using enumerate, right? So it is taking the whole thing inside item. But if you put an index in here in the front, it will break this into the 0 and A. It will match it and then put it in 0 and A.
What it return now for print item?
Now it will return just A. You see? Because we are breaking it here. But before
Yes.
we just gave one value, so it just took the everything and put it inside one. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sir,
So yes.
enumerate function we can use for list only or for other
No, you can use it
iterables
for
also?
any object, any iterable.
Yes, so this is actually there are many functions, inbuilt functions, and this is confusion. Like I cannot remember like which to use for which sometimes actually.
It will come with more practice. Maybe like make a cheat sheet and then write all the functions and then write it at the side that hey, enumerate is for adding indexes, sum is for doing sum, max is for doing max, like that.
Yes, sir.
Like
Yes, sir. Sir, I am doing this only, sir.
Then I think it should be perfectly fine. Any other questions, guys? Tomorrow we will go through all of these like week 5 problems at once, so that it's kind of really clear to you guys.
So that is related to pattern. It's not how we do.
Can you repeat once more? I can't hear you.
Now okay.
Yes.
Sir, tomorrow it may
So
be
related to
live
the
session.
pattern question. Related to the pattern question. So how to plan the arrangements of those things? So because it is quite confusing where to start, where to finish.
Yes, I will be I'll be covering the week 5 stuff, and then I'll include how to approach the how to approach those pattern problems tomorrow also.
Yeah, but in lectures there is no lecture for the pattern and all.
Yes,
But,
there is no lectures for the pattern, but don't you worry. I'll take it tomorrow so that it will be completely clear to you.
Yeah, so my mainly now where we need to start. We need to measure any length or height, but there the solution and all.
The pattern problems mostly comes with practice. So if you have done a lot of practice, then only you'll be able to solve the complex pattern questions.
So other than questions, like sometimes I get confused if the output is returning in list or it is given in a string and I have to change it to list. I get confused how to do that, and I know that list function is there, and but the output does not match sometimes, and I feel like I'm lacking practice in that.
Yeah, that
so
mostly happens due to lack of practice.
So how will I improve it? Because in OPP, I knew what I had to do, but I was not able to implement it.
Okay. Yeah, so you just have to do more practice. Just do a bunch of Python questions.
Sorry to interfere, but I think this is not regarding practice. This is regarding how we understand code. Just run in Python tutor.
Look, if you're talking about, let's say you are getting an object as output, or an enumerate object as output, or you're getting a filter output.
Suppose I have a string, right? I have a string and I have to change the index of something. Then I lack sometimes that how will I change it to something and then bring it back to this code to match the output.
For strings, you cannot change anything inside a string, right? You have to convert it into a list, then change, and then bring it back to a list or a string.
Okay.
Sir, is there any other way you other than dot join to change again to string?
You cannot change a list directly. You cannot change a string directly. Strings
Sorry,
are
no, sir.
immutable objects.
I am not asking about string. After converting to list, we return to string. We return generally using dot join. Is there any other way?
No, dot join is the standard way to add something to a string. Like convert a list to a string. Dot join is the standard way.
Sir, join method.
So there was a question. Sorry.
Yeah, so join method we can use for only for list of strings, no, not list of other iterables, no.
Join you can use for anything. You can use it for other objects also. You can use it for. It's mostly used for strings, but doesn't matter. You can use it for numbers also, I think, but you have to check the dictionary. But I'll just quickly check the documentation. Join.
So like there was a question in OPP for me. I was taking out the output for the palindrome, right? And I was
Right.
able to convert it into a list and then bring it
Yeah.
back. But
Wait 1 second.
the output.
Wait. The
Sorry.
join only works with strings. Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so my question is like, how will I improve my understanding? Like, the output that they were asking for were the original like noon, and there were mixtures of uppercase and lowercase. But when I was returning to check it, I was converting into uh, lowercase to check if it is a palindrome or not. But I was lacking to understand how to bring out the output of the original code, not the lowercase one. So I'm stuck like that. So I could not pass, though my output was coming, but I could not pass that question because of that.
Okay, so you are told to return the initial string, right?
Yes.
So you should have returned the initial string directly, not from the output, right? Because once you converted it to lowercase, you have no way of.
But we were filtering. We needed to filter the results as well on the basis of if it was palindrome as well or not. So I am lacking there. I need to improve on that side.
Yes, it will only come with solving more and more questions. The flow of solving questions.
So other than this portal, what do you suggest I should practice on?
You should just go on Chrome and type 100 Python question practice, and it will give you just type the topic. You can just use ChatGPT. You can just tell ChatGPT, hey, give me 10 questions on lists I want to practice. It will give you all the questions.
Practice how to check code.
Sir, I think it is not just a matter of practice. It is a matter of how we
understanding also. Yes,
understanding also from the.
But you will only get understanding clarity by solving questions.
Yes, sir.
Because mugging up theory will not gonna make it clear.
Yes, make like things like when to apply those things, the triggers, when to apply those things actually.
Yes, that will only come with solving a variety of questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because in week 1 to 5 we learned the concepts, but suddenly we were doing GRPAs etc. But still we were not writing the code ourselves properly. So
exactly,
this is
because you are you have to really do the GRPAs and then do the PPAs also if you are not 100% comfortable, and then ask ChatGPT for question suggestions and then solve. The max number of questions you will solve, the better it is. Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
So,
thank you so much.
we can also take question from some programming contests, no? Like some famous programming contests that happen.
Yeah, you can definitely do that, but the problem with that is you will really struggle to solve most of the questions there, because those are very high level questions.
Okay.
That will
First
just destroy
we need
your
to focus on the
right?
basics. Yeah. First we need to focus on the basics.
Sir,
exactly.
Sorry to interfere. I have a doubt. Say using ChatGPT, we get questions regarding codes. How to check the code is correct for all outputs?
You will have to give that code directly back to ChatGPT. It doesn't need a bunch of output. It will tell you directly if your code is correct, or you can just run test cases on your VS Code.
Sir, but we don't able to use it as a universal for that question. As number of test cases we pass is limited.
Yeah, for that you will not have the test cases. So what you can do is you can tell it to give you a bunch of test cases, right? And then run your code in via Visual Studio Code based on those inputs, and then you'll see the outputs, right?
Or we can simply give back it to ChatGPT to check it.
Yeah. It will mostly check it.
Will Gemini work for it as same?
Definitely, why not? Gemini is quite good.
I am asking why don't use it. That's why.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You can actually try it. Okay. Any other questions?
No, sir.
Tomorrow we'll take up the week 5 questions. If I'm unavailable for the session, the other TA will definitely take it. But I'll try to tell him to not take tomorrow's session.
Yes,
But
so you please take, because like
yeah, if it does not clash with another session, then I'll definitely come around and explain you. I'll bring my
Sir,
pen tab also.
or
Yes.
some if not tomorrow, then some other day if not possible.
Yeah, sure. Maybe I'll just add you guys to my mentor session. That will be more easier. Okay, can you just wait. I'll just, because in the mentor session, like I have 100% liberty to teach anything, and that is much more easier. Wait. Here, I'll just put my email address here. Wait. One second. I literally forgot my own email address. Okay, so I'm pasting it here. Just send me an email. Let me know your email address. I will add you to my mentor session. But for that, I will need permission from the instructors. So maybe 1 or 2 days it will take. Here, I pasted it in chats. Is that fine?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. That email address is also present in calendar.
Yes, you can get it from calendar also. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Any other questions, guys?
Sir, I have a suggestion. Please don't go angry.
I won't. You just tell me.
Sir, 1 week content is covered by 1 TA is good.
I asked the professor to do that, but the system is kind of different, right? So
Yes, sir. It takes some time in understanding where you left. If 1 TA take 1 week sessions, then it is quite good.
Yeah,
exactly.
So same thing is happening with instructor sessions also. Like one instructor.
Yes, sir. One instructor
After
starts from leaving some content in between.
Yes,
yeah, that's the issue that happened. So that's why I in my mentor sessions, like things are much more smoother. That's why in the mentor sessions I just take all the sessions one by one. I maintain the Excel sheet. Inside Excel sheet, all of the recordings are there. So that is much more standardized. But yeah, the TA sessions kind of feel fragmented. That is true. I'll ask the instructor, if we can change the system a little bit out.
Yes, sir. We will send you the mail. We mail you. Please
Yes.
add.
Yeah, I'll add you guys to my mentor session. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay.
Thank you,
Any
sir.
other doubts?